Okay, get to here. So, all right, everyone, hello. As I was preparing, as I realized that I had to do the Nature of Order as part of my weekly ritual this week, I was also listening to Jordan Peterson, and something he said prompted me to write the following, which I wanted to toss out there ins Leere gesprochen, So, Jordan Peterson this week releases his year ago lecture where he was quacking in Australia, and I, as usual, was agreeing with between 25 and 60% of what he said, and mentally pausing to dwell on some gaping lacunae in his philosophy, like his crediting the economic resurgence in sub-Saharan Africa to the fall of the Soviet Union, and then talking about disease management, but never mentioning the helpful efforts against AIDS. The things with some people, right? But what sparked my response here was him bringing up the fact that poor people have iPhones and that this is more computing power in your pocket than NASA used in Apollo. And this is true. However, his conclusion was a shrug of, "Hooray, we are amazing." Well, hold on a moment. I'd like to take this perspective to be optimistic in my characteristically odd way. The gap in computing power between 1960s NASA and low-income people with smartphones helps prove that artificial intelligence is not the coming disaster that some expect. Why? Because humans are not godlike enough to create that kind of Frankenstein. Atomic bombs, excess CO2, mustard gas, ICBMs, Jefferson Starship. Yes, such poisons are well within our scope. But look at what NASA did with Apollo. Criticize the program all you want, but we got patents of solar cells and silicon transistors out of it because it was a focused effort of human ambition. To what do we bend on the wheel of smartphone social media? Cat videos, Instagram influencers selling vitamins, and Amazon referrals to self-help books no one buys that purport to teach people how to sell on Amazon. And we get people enjoying sensible and thoughtful things on a Sunday afternoon, like Jordan Peterson talking to Australians recorded a year prior. My point is, the information technology amplifies what is already there in human actions and character, just as the physical industrial technology amplified how social will expressed itself through amplifying what our bodies can do. There is no AI waiting to come and get us. No gray goo lurking in the corners of the future. There is the gray matter between our ears, and that, perhaps, is truly frightening to some. I take solace knowing how from Aristophanes through Shakespeare and Molière down to Chekhov and Tom Stoppard, the great comic playwrights have shown us that humans screw it all up in pretty much the same ways all the time. So, whatever problems we face, we should know them pretty well by now, or at least our part in it. We might not have the power we want to solve things, or may not use what power we have in the best way. But we have every chance to be sensible. So, as Douglas Adams tried so hard to remind us all, don't panic.